Hi, this is Sharon from craftyandcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I'm here today to bring you another one of my Wow That's Cool videos from my series. And this one is a gift box, a Christmas gift box made with the Stampinup gift box punch board and with their new designer paper. Is the one that's under the tree, but it is as a heavyweight paper that they have come out with for the boxes. And we're also going to make this cute little tag that goes on to the box. This is so doggone cute. Easy to unwrap. You can fit so many different things in here because this box is 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.5 by 3.25, I think it is. And you know, so you could fit cookies in here. You could fit all kinds of little things, cute little things. And the tag alone is, if you decide not to make the box, you could make the tag for a gift. So we're going to get started working on this, okay? You're going to need the Stampin' Up! Gift box punch board. You're also going to need the new tree punch. You are going to need your circles framelits. From the middle out, you're going to need number 6 on the circle framelits. You will need the Merry Minis Star Punch. You will need the Festival of Trees stamp set. Paper from the Trim of the Tree paper pack. This is so cool. There's so many cool patterns in this paper pack. And I love these because they're not real expensive, and you get so many different types of papers in there. You will also need a piece of scrap of cherry cobbler, a 1/2-inch strip of Whisper White. You're going to need a piece of 4-inch wide by 3.5 high of, it's called their exclusive cardstock. It's a Naturals Ivory cardstock, but it has little teeny specks in it, if you can kind of see if I bring this to the camera. And it's just a little bit different shade than like Very Vanilla or anything. But I like this against this better than the Very Vanilla. And you'll need a little bit of scrap of the glimmer paper, gold glimmer paper, for when we punch the star. You're also going to need a small white button. And you're also going to need cherry cobbler sweater trim. This is discontinued, but I guess you could use any type of sweater yarn or whatever if you can't find that, or you can even just use cherry cobbler ribbon. And you're going to need some twine also. But we're going to get started. I took from the Under the Tree cardstock. It's a new cardstock that they have, and it's a very heavy cardstock, and this is made especially for Stampin' Up! For boxes, because it's really much heavier than their regular cardstock. I had cut this at a 9x9. On the chart, what I'm going to be doing with this is we're going to be making a box that is 2.5 by 2.5 by 3.25, and that requires a 9x9 piece of paper, and we're going to be using the start line at medium and the diagonal at large. Okay, so we're going to put this in at medium, a vertical line, a horizontal, and a punch. Ugh. And then, so there's our large, and it's going to be coming down. It's hard to feel this through, but you're going to be moving to this line. But it's a lot harder to feel that line on the heavier paper. Okay, then we're going to work around the same thing, turn the paper, and we're going to do the same exact thing. So we were here, now we're going to turn it. Place at the medium again. Punch. Vertical. Horizontal. and then our large, and it's going to be moving to horizontal, once again, if you can see here, to this line. And then we're going to turn again, medium, vertical, horizontal, and then back to large. Turn again to the medium, punch, okay, once we have that, then we are going to flip the paper over. We're going to go back to the medium line, and we're not going to score anymore, but we are going to punch. You're going to take your corners and you're going to put them into the rounder, which on here is just going to punch a little notch in all the corners. Now what you want to do is fold and score on all of the lines, okay, which I've just done to save a few seconds here. And this is all going to make sure you pinch on all your diagonals so they're going to go inside. Then the box, once you get it together, it's going to come together like so, and you're going to hook together the two centers and then go back and grab the other two. On the ivory paper, what we want to do with this is take our tree punch and make sure that the long side is on the 4-inch. You're going to take your tree, put it in the center of the paper and bring it all the way down to the bottom of the punch, but pretty much center it on this paper and then punch out your tree. And now you're going to take the circle framelit. So we're going to take number 6, we're going to lay it on this card. Pretty much a little bit of space on the bottom. I'm going to say that I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch from the top of the tree, and I will be right back. I'm going to run this through my Big Shot with the number 6, a piece of the green designer paper from Trim of the Tree. Now you're going to take your ivory paper and you're going to put some snail adhesive on the back of that, and then we're going to take our designer paper and lay the tree over that, and then that'll show through. My Merry Minis from the and took a little gold glimmer paper and I punched out a star, which I put a little of adhesive, and I'm going to put that on the top of the tree. Now we want to take our 1/2 inch strip. I'm using Cherry Cobbler ink, and I'm using the For Lots of Joy at Christmas from the Festival of Trees stamp set. And I'm going to stamp. I want to leave a lot of white toward the front and toward the back on each side, because I don't know how I'm going to trim this down yet. But you want to try to stamp that. Looks great. Okay. Now I know I don't need all of this, so I'm just going to cut part of that off. And I'm going to snip, actually even a little bit more of this off. Okay, I'm going to snip down the middle, and then I'm going to come from the corner to where I cut from both sides. That'll make them even. So I'm just going to take my scrap piece, and I want to leave a little bit of red on each side of it. So I'm just going to kind of lay it on here, and I'm just going to trim this. All the way to the end. I'm going to do the same thing now on this side. I'm just going to cut into the middle and then cut up to those cut marks. Okay, then I can just lay one on top of the other. This is the way I'm going to want them seated. So that's about the length that I'm going to want. And let's see how it's going to fit in here. So I want to go just a little bit past the Christmas. So I'm going to cut this like so. And then I want this one to be just a little bit longer. So I'll put it on there. And I'm going to cut it about like so. Now I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of the cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to lay this on an angle on the front of the tag, kind of across the tree. And I think I'm going to put this a little bit on an angle on here. I'm going to take a little bit of the cherry cobbler twine. I've made a bow with this, and I'm going to just trim this back, the little tails. And I'm going to take a mini glue dot onto the back of this and just stick it onto the bow. Then I'm going to use another mini glue dot onto the back of the button and just place that onto the tag. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of the sweater trim cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to tie this on the ends and pull this kind of snug around the box. And just tie a bow. For the tag, you're probably going to have to remove that little star for a second. You're going to take at the top point and take an 1/8 inch punch. Okay, we've got our hole, so we're going to bend your twine in half, and on the part where it's looped on the top, we're going to put that into the hole, coming in from the back of the card, the tag from to the front, and then go inside that hoop. Pull your tails through, and then we're just going to tie this onto our package. And I'm just going to kind of put a knot in this onto the sweater, and then just cut off a little bit of the excess here. Okay, then we can go back and put our little star back over. I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's been helpful for you. Both learning how to work the box maker, the gift box maker, and making this cute little Christmas box that you can put something in to give to somebody with the Christmas tag on there for Christmas this year. If you've enjoyed the video and you have 2 seconds to leave a comment or a thumbs up, I sure would appreciate it. Until next time, God bless.